Hello and welcome to my channel, From Fertility to Delivery. I have 5 fun, easy ways to welcome your baby today. And I did all of these tools and techniques. I wrapped them up in a beautiful package on my website, but I want to talk about it online as well. The first thing you do when you want to welcome your baby is you work on the house that the baby's going to be in. Your home is your body. So just like you preheat the oven before you start to work on the cookies that you're gonna put in the oven has to be ready to bake the cookies, right? The oven has to be ready for the bun to go in the oven. A baby is sometimes characterized and said as though you have a bun in the oven. So you turn the oven on and you set the temperature to the right temperature. So making sure your body is welcoming to the baby. And that doesn't necessarily mean a surgery or something big. It could be as simple, and usually it is as simple as making sure you have enough minerals in your system. Now, prenatal vitamins are very good, over-the-counter, easy things, but when it comes to this, it's mineral intake and diet. Now, I'm not a dietitian and I'm not a nutritionalist, so please rely on the experts when it comes to pregnancy diet for information. But what I can say, and what I've seen throughout my purpose work of being a spiritual fertility coach, is that there are minerals that we really need in our bodies. And there's a myriad of minerals. There's actually 102 minerals that the body needs. But there's a supplement called burdock root, burdock, B-U-R-D-O-C-K, and then root. And it's something that is very inexpensive and it's over the counter. You could also take a tea. I have my burdock root tea right here. It just says tea there, but I'm drinking it right now. We need minerals all the time. So having minerals in our system is really important. So start there. That's the first thing you work on, is the body, because it'll take time to warm up the oven, right? So the body is the same way. So minerals, nutrition. When I started this journey, I became a vegetarian. I've been off and on my whole entire life, but I just felt the need to clean myself. And I wasn't even in the fertility mode yet. I hadn't even met my husband, So I was just in a path to clearing and cleaning. So I became a vegetarian and then eventually a pescatarian, only eating fish. And I took these awesome fruits and vegetables. I had dark kale and banana and apple, and I would make a smoothie in the morning. I put some honey in there sometimes, or coconut milk, and it would just be yummy. And that would be my breakfast. And that was a wonderful thing because I was getting all the nutrients and those minerals that I needed for my body. And this was 5 years, maybe even 7 years before we started deciding to create a family. So, turn on that oven before you bake, right? The second thing is to clear the shadows. Now, I've made a lot of videos about this. A lot of your shadows and the shadow work can be cleared within the Akashic records. So that is a part of my Welcome Your Baby course, and it is one of the modules. In here, we clear not only the conscious records that are very debilitating. Maybe you had a stillbirth, miscarriage, issues with endometriosis, issues with PCOS, deep issues with your womb, your ovaries, the eggs, egg quality. All of those things can be cleared. Does that clear the egg quality? From a doctor perspective, I'm sorry, I don't have the answer for that. But most of the time, it's not just the egg quality, it is the alignment. Being in alignment with fertility, making sure the key is going into the hole and it fits. A lot of our keys going into the hole of fertility or the lock of fertility, they're too big or they're too small. They're not working. They're not turning that lock. So we got to get into alignment and make our key fit. And that is where the shadow work comes in, to clear those energetic blocks Once the energetic blocks are cleared, you're able to align with a spirit baby that has a certain vibration. And that is something that we do in one of our modules. Then there's the inner child play. Now, in order to connect with joy, you have to practice joy. And what does that mean? Do something fun. What is fun for you? Is it coloring? Is it going out and playing in a body of water, like a pool, a lake, the ocean? Is it going on a joyride, going on vacation? What's fun for you? Is it working with Play-Doh or clay, or maybe you're an artist, so you like to use paint? Is it journaling? Is it writing something and allowing the words to flow? Is it sports? What makes you happy? That is what you need to tap into while you're on this journey. Make sure it's healthy. I mean, going to the bar and drinking, sometimes that makes us happy as well, but we can't really do that while we're pregnant. So find something you can continue to do while you're pregnant, and make it fun and exciting. Now, the fourth thing, and this is something that I believe is crucial, is to visualize success when you're in the game and the fun experiment, if you will, of starting a family. So visualizing the sperm moving through the body, the ninja sperm, going towards that egg and fertilizing it, and then feeling the kicks in your belly with the baby. Holding the back of the small of your back while you're walking, as if you had a big round belly to support. Now, these are all the things I did when we were on our fertility journey. We were, finally married, settled. We had our nest, our home created, and we had space for a nursery, and just everything was lined up. The oven was at 355 degrees, 350 degrees, and we were ready, right? So I did all of these funny things, like holding, supporting my belly that wasn't even there yet, feeling kicks inside of my belly that they weren't there at all. But I knew that was eventually what I was going to feel like when I was pregnant. So I put myself there before it happened. And that is the secret to the law of attraction. Putting yourself in that space before it even happens. And that's what I do in the virtual course that I have online, Welcome Your Baby. And the last thing that I want to talk about is really welcoming your baby, visualizing your spirit baby coming towards you, no matter what that looks like. I have tools for that, to do that in the course that I created. And welcoming them, putting your hand out and welcoming them, giving them a hug, offering them that space to be in with you and your partner. You can do this with your partner or do it by yourself. Either way is fine. So my spiritual fertility course is a little bit more chunkier. It goes into a lot of things, but if you want to keep it light, you want to keep it fun, the Welcome Your Baby course is exactly that. I made sure that I put it at an easy price point for someone looking for something like this. So it is $88. It's online and it is self-paced, so you can do it whenever you have the time, and it is fun. There is the shadow work, and everyone has to do shadow work, but that's what cleans the gunk out so that you can create beauty. You would never put a Band-Aid on top of a wound that is dirty, right? Because it'll get all infected. You want to clean that wound up. Clean it up, peroxide, Neosporin, alcohol, whatever you use to clean up that wound, and then you put the Band-Aid on so that it can heal. So that's very important. That's the beginning of the course. That's also a part of the minerals, the nutrients, and then eventually moving towards the fun. So that's my Welcome Your Baby course on my website, From Fertility to Delivery, and I hope you find a lot of enjoyment with it because I had so much fun making it for all of you. And you can find me on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook, and also on Rumble. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for entertaining this idea that fertility is spiritual, because that's how it started. And that's we're moving back to those ancient ways of spiritual fertility and welcoming your baby and knowing how to open up very wide in order to receive. Thanks again for being here, and many, many blessings to you.